Hello, I am Koby Phillips, the VP of Cloud and Managed Services at Telarus, and today I am joined by Tom Houde, the Head of Solutions Architecture for Channel at Ntirety. Tom, welcome.
Thank you for having me, Koby. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. And one of the things that we want to highlight, we do a tremendous amount of work with Ntirety. Our partner community is really embrace you guys. You guys have done a tremendous job of opening up opportunities in cybersecurity and cloud infrastructure and management. But one thing in particular that we've seen a lot of wins that also helps separate Ntirety is database management. So I really want to highlight that with you today and have you just give us a quick overview of what it is and where we're seeing some major wins with our partners.
Sure, and yeah, you're 100% right. Database is kind of the hidden gem. Nobody thinks of it when they're starting to talk about infrastructure, but it's actually the core lifeblood to most organizations where all your data lives, and data is gold. So here at Ntirety, what we look to do is we can do it in a couple different fashions. We have customers who just need a little bit of help. They like to have it just be monitored, making sure that the day-to-day activities are being done. And then we can kind of move on up to be, a reactive in the next phase where they have a little bit of a handle. And what we'll end up doing is we'll start doing some of that reactive work, the tuning, the policy changes, ensuring that those databases like MySQL, Oracle, Postgres, just to name a few, all are where they need to be in that cycle, all the way up to the fact that we can actually take over and be proactive and be that DBA as a service for them. So if they have loss of turnover, or they just have somebody who had tribal knowledge that they weren't able to pass along. The other way that we see organizations really embracing the database side is utilizing our on-demand. They have a great, robust team, but with anything in IT, we all know nothing's infallible and things fail. And what we can do there is go from emergency DBA, where we can be on the phone within 15 minutes of that selected database, all the way to helping them with migrations to different versions, upgrades, really just helping them where they need to be. So we've seen a huge uptick in that recently, and the one unique thing I will say about database, it isn't synonymous with a single vertical. A lot of different verticals use it, and a lot of people aren't talking about it because it's something that's, everybody's been using it, but it's the afterthought until something goes wrong.
Yeah, that's what I really love about Ntirety's approach here is that this is a major differentiator for you guys as a product and really does help open up a tremendous amount of other conversations with all your other product sets. Again, additional infrastructure support, cybersecurity management and products that you guys offer. I just think this is something that we definitely want to have the partner community be able to address with their customers and open the door to so many other things. Any advice that you have for partners as they're looking and starting the conversations with their customers?
Yeah, so like I said before, data is gold nowadays. And what a lot of people aren't thinking is that the database is powering the business on a day-to-day basis where, if they have a CRM, they have a database. They have customer records, they have a database. So what they're looking to do is just have the conversation. What are some of the pain points on the database? Are there anything that is not running? Are you looking to upgrade? And a lot of those conversations really do exactly what you said, Koby, spiral into other conversations. Is the database hosted in the right spot, right? Are you in that position that you're looking to make that change over and do the cloud? Or are you still on-prem, which is very normal for us too, because we're agnostic when it comes to where the database lives and what the platform is. So the questions I always have are, how does a database affect your organization? Very open-ended. And a lot of times you get customers talking about a lot more things than just database. And it allows you to be the subject matter expert and say, at this time, maybe it's a great time to engage Ntirety on your database, but then it starts to really open the doors to understanding how that database functions. What are the other applications in the organization that rely on the database? What teams rely on the database? And a lot of times when you're opening these conversations on database, believe it or not, it may not be with IT. It may be with, an accounting team. It may be with the marketing team, because data is data, and who has to have access to the data? those are the people that are going to really want to make sure that those databases are working correctly, because it's the source of truth for them. So those are just some of the key points that I've seen open up some really good conversations that allow us to really understand what the business outcome is, because that's also the big thing that we want to talk about with database. What's the outcome that's driven? Having unstructured data is just data, but having a data that you can, utilize in a Microsoft Power BI fashion makes your business run even more on a cutting edge, because you're able to utilize it in a fashion that makes it easy, readable, and then also obtainable within the organization.
Yeah, I think you hit on so many great points there. And again, we really wanted to get together with you, Tom, just to drive awareness with some of our partners here that are looking for some other opportunities and conversations to have with their customers. And I could not be more impressed with what you guys are doing with this particular conversation and driving it across, again, multiple other products once you get into the environment for the growth of those accounts. And I couldn't thank you enough again for being here and lending your expertise in all things database management and what Ntirety brings to the table for our partners and all of their customers. So thank you again for joining us. And guys, as always, Telarus is always here to help be a resource for you, whether that be technical or operational, and get you connected to the right people at the right time. So with that, thank you for viewing and have a great rest of your day.